What's up guys, it's Henry here. Today we'll be taking a look at the Infinix Zero X Pro. This is Infinix's flagship for the year 2021. What's this phone all about? Is this something you should get excited about? Well, let's dive in and take a look at what we have in the box. This is a different packaging from what we've seen from Infinix in the past, and I like the way they've gone with the packaging here. It's elongated and it feels really nice. Opening the box, you have the usual arrangement, the Infinix Zero X Pro on the top. In the bottom compartment, you have a SIM ejector tool, a rubberized case with the word now behind it. You also have a warranty card and an X Club invite card that looks like a dollar bill. Digging deeper, you have a pair of earphones, a USB-C to USB-A data and charging cable, and you also have a 45-watt fast charging brick. Infinix has raised their game with this phone and I'm loving it. We have a squared off design here that looks like what you have with the iPhone 12. There's glass on the front and back, and the sides are coated with very reflective material. Overall, feel in hand is great. The flattened side makes for a better grip, but the device feels very glossy and very slippery. Good thing they included a matte rubber case in the box. This provides excellent grip, adds almost no bulk to the phone, and gives the phone an overall better stealthy look. By the way, this case was designed by Oraimo. Build and design wise, for me the Zero X Pro is an 8.5 out of 10. For specifications, the Zero X packs a 4500 mAh battery, 128GB internal storage, 8 gigs of RAM, and an octa-core Helio G95 CPU, a Mali G76 MC4 GPU, a 6.67-inch 1080 by 2400 AMOLED screen that refreshes up to 120Hz. You also have the option to set the refresh rate to 90Hz or the standard 60Hz. It's a 21:9 aspect ratio display and has a PPI of 480, which gives the screen a really sharp and crisp output. Camera wise, we have a triple camera setup at the rear of this phone that comprises a 108 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel periscope telephoto lens that has 5 times optical zoom and 60 times digital zoom, and a third 8 megapixel 120-degree ultra wide setup. I tried that 108 megapixel camera and it was wonderful. More on this later in the video. For the selfie camera, we have a 48 megapixel wide angle camera. Both rear and front cameras record video up to 4K at 30 frames per second. Going around the phone, we've got volume rockers and power button, a dual nano SIM bay, and a micro SD card reader slot to the left. At the bottom, there's a single external speaker, the USB-C charging port, a microphone, and a 3.5mm headphone port. The top is completely clear, while the rear features the Infinix branding and the camera bump. So I'd like to get the price of the Infinix Zero X Pro and the Zero X out of the way before we continue with this review. The Infinix Zero X will retail at 144,600 Naira, while the Zero X Pro will retail at 179,600 Naira. This is $289 for the Zero X and $359 for the Zero X Pro. For the usage and feel, I absolutely love the build, finish, and the feel in hand of this phone. It's well crafted and doesn't feel like an Infinix device at all. It's a far cry from what we've known from the Infinix brand. The flat sides gives the Zero X Pro a premium feel in hand, and being a 6.67-inch phone, it doesn't at all feel big. I mean, it just fits right in my palm. The 120Hz AMOLED screen also brings smoothness to a whole new level. Everything here is smooth, from opening apps to navigating the OS. It's a joy to use this device. It all just feels clean and well done. The Zero X Pro runs on Android 11 and has Infinix's XOS 7.6 over Android. Now, while the OS runs smoothly, I'm not much of a fan of XOS's design language, especially with the icons in the settings page and the notifications panel. That being said, there's a lot to like here and a lot of options to play with to set up this phone just the way you'd like it. Now back to that screen. Being an AMOLED screen, blacks are deep and colors are quite vivid. There's not much to say here that you'd enjoy watching videos on the screen. Also about watching videos, the external speakers have almost no bass in them. They sound quite light, which is kind of one of the downsides to this phone. It's a flagship and the speakers should, at least in my opinion, be good enough. Performance here is golden. Everything flies. I'll wait till after 2 months to give a proper update on how it's held up in terms of its performance over time. But for now, apps open on time and switching apps is a breeze and has no stutters, crashes, or even memory app drops. Gaming here is also great. The Helio G95 is well optimized for gaming, and pretty much anything you throw at this phone will be handled with ease. Battery performance is also good. The 4500 mAh battery spans about 5 hours of screen on time, and this is with heavy use. I absolutely love the cameras on this phone. In my few days of using the Infinix Zero X Pro, I've been very impressed with the results from its cameras, especially the 108 megapixel main lens at the back. It produces super sharp and crisp images, and the color reproductions are also beautiful. Dynamic range in the images I took were well balanced, although I would have appreciated if they tuned it much more to maintain the details in the darker areas of images. But overall, I loved the images produced. I took some images in a dark room and I couldn't help but smile at what was reproduced. Infinix may have just got a winner in terms of the cameras in this phone. It's been one beautiful picture after another. The selfie camera also took very good images and I was mostly impressed. Look, for first impressions, I'm impressed. At $359, this phone is a steal. If Infinix continues with this trend of making good looking and decently spec'd devices like this one, they'd stay at the top of the smartphone market in Africa for years to come. Would I recommend you buying this phone? Well, it's hard to say at this time. I would like to use this device for some more weeks to have a more solid opinion. But based off the specs and what I've experienced in the last few days, I'd say give it a shot. It's compelling. Guys, if you have any questions concerning the Infinix Zero X Pro and the Infinix Zero X, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, do click on the like button and also share this video. Consider subscribing to help my channel grow. Thanks for watching and have a good day.